Hello, back again. Today I was initially thinking to do some card sorting, and then I realized I did get an order, so I put up some cards on eBay, which sold. So essentially, it's just a whole bunch of um, bulk bulk cards from the Journey Together collection. So I am going to do that, and you can watch and have fun, hopefully. So I have some sleeves with me, which I got from the Shining Fates, I want to say ETP, and then a little tin with all the Journey Together cards I put aside because I didn't want to get mixed up and find it again later. So it is 65 reverse hollow, and I sold it for like £5. So again, not a big expensive thing. And if you're asking why am I putting it in sleeves, this is kind of like my first bulk order, and I had these sleeves which I don't use. So I was like, cool, let's see. So yeah, in this video I'm just gonna chit chat about what my experience has been. So I've sold a few of my graded cards, some Cold Trainer Gallery cards in the past. The the Starmie from the Starmie Trainer Gallery card was one of the ones I sold a few months back. But yeah, typically I don't sell as many singles. I do have a few right now um, in my eBay account, and then yeah, with regards to the bulk ones, first time ever, and that's why I priced it really low. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's like, yeah, it is low, but it's not like really, really low. It's like around what, a little less than 10 pence per card, which I think is okay, especially for like the cards that we are putting in. I love the Pelipper. He looks so cool. No, this is the right way. I'm just new to this, so yeah. Again, just wanted to share with you guys like what I'm doing. I don't have a strategy. I don't have anything big. The plan is just to put these in. Honestly, like I just got back into Pokemon since 2020, and yeah, the Alolan Pokemons are absolutely fun. I think they're very, very interesting take on the whole game. Um, yeah, can't imagine a golem being an electric type, but here we are. Yeah, a little bit old school, I would say. Yes. Sorry, I don't know if I showed you the Shining Fates sleeves. So it's this one with the Eevee, cute Eevee there. Yeah, and this is the Ionis Kilowatt Troll. Lovely cards. I like the trainer style cards, especially. I was trying to collect a few gym heroes, like recently, and yeah, this is just brilliant. Bedlam. I remember these guys when I was playing the old Pokemon games, and also it's quite interesting. Like a lot of people had played the game in the past, hence they're coming back to it and stuff. I did play the game, but I played it a little differently. So, well, um, I was not well off to do. I was just from a very normal family back home in India. And what we did used to do was we had these emulators. So you can buy, not buy, you had your friend who had emulators for the Pokemon game. And then they had the Pokemon game. And these all, including the emulator and the video uh, and the game, used to be stored on a floppy disk. And it was that simple. um, Sorry, the Kecleon. I absolutely love the recent, Kecleon. Um, artworks, especially the SAR from, I want to say, Surging Sparks. Brilliant card. It's one of the ones which I really like, also because my partner thinks I look like a gecko, so yeah. And this is the Torchic. I remember Torchic. I mean, Torchic was not my favorite starter. I like Mudkip better, but here you go. Black belt training. Yeah, and also I actually started, as a lot of people do, recently got in, came back into the game. So I got back into it during COVID, before the boom. I want to be clear, before the boom. So I moved to the States late 2019 and early 2020. So like around January, February. I kind of got back into Pokemon, bought a lot of stuff, and then the boom happened. I didn't buy anything because I was like, yeah, no, I can't be spending like crazy amounts and stuff. So I was buying booster packs from time to time. Then in 2022, 23, I kind of stopped a little bit. This is another trainer card, and it's Purloin. Yeah, and then 2021, 22, I didn't do much. 23, I did collect a few booster packs here and there. Because my friend and I used to catch up and play Pokemon Unite. It was really fun for us to do that. And then after that, I spent some time away from it. I did buy a lot of Pokemon Go and Shrouded Fables tins, because again, they were available. They were not that hard to get, so I just bought a lot of them, and I put it aside. The plan was to kind of save them for like a future day when I want to open it. And yeah, like that's how I kind of got back. Then the the TCG Pocket came out, which was very, very interesting time. So Surging Sparks were still available here in the UK. It was not very hard. It was limited by how many you can buy. You can buy only like 2 booster bundles and all this kind of stuff. Hello. Okay. Yeah, so then it's been like a little bit crazy. Recently got into grading and stuff. It's been a journey and a half, I would say. Again, just like a lot of people, I am not gonna say I'm an OG or anything. I'm not. I just wanted to get in before the hype, to be honest. I was never swayed by the hype or not. I just was just around that time. Like coincidence? Maybe. Or like I saw what many other people saw. This is a beautiful card too. I like how he is eating his little pear. And he has some fruits stuck in his tail. So, you can see. Yeah. There you go. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and also I used to love watching actually the cartoon, Pokemon cartoon. I don't think it's an anime, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Because I remember this guy in one of the episodes, when they are in a mountainous area, and yeah, I like Torkoal. Again, don't know Rockruff. As a kid, I didn't collect Pokemon cards per se, but I did collect Pokemon Tazos. So the easiest one to get was Paris, and I always ended up with a Paris. Yeah. So there you go. Little Paris story. This is Drampa. I do like the artwork on the Drampa. I don't know, like it's not a little Pokemon. I haven't played with him. But yeah, so Pokemon Unite. Let's go back to there. So while I was playing Pokemon Unite, my favorite one was Garchomp, because I can just go ham. I was not very good at it, but I love the how do I say, the way it felt just playing the game. And yeah, like I really enjoyed it because again, mostly because I was playing with my friend and we could just team up and play, and also because yeah, like Garchomp was a good choice because like it was just like smashing the keys, like hit and all this kind of stuff, and I can just go like forward all the time. Yeah, I didn't have strategies or anything. It was just me and my friend having fun. So it's yeah, that was the game Pokemon Unite. TCG Pocket, I would say, was interesting. I'd never played the trading card game before, so it was the first time I did that. I love this lineup. I love the new artworks in this one. In the Journey Together set. Sorry, because I switch between things, I do forget what I'm talking about from time to time. So yeah, a lot of Pokemon for me are new, but that's okay. I am learning. I find them interesting. Extavalier looks interesting. But for me, like the artwork on the Voltorb is absolutely amazing. Yeah, sorry. Never done this camera angle before, hence hence I'm having trouble. But yeah, it is what it is. Then we have Lilligand and Shelmet. This buddy looks very interesting. Let's see. Tyranitar. I like a Tyranitar. Again, like the Alolan Pokemon is so cool. Graveler, the original Graveler was one of my favorite Pokemon. So like Geodude, Graveler, Golem, that was my actual one of my favorite Pokemon. It was Brock's Pokemon as well. Yeah. Cramorant. I always think like I kind of look like this buddy, but yeah, very cool looking dude, isn't he? We have a Torchic. And then we have Corvisquire. No idea. I butchered that name. I like this dude. I like the cloth. Like he's a little furry little buddy. Like he's got a little fur here and there. Like he's cute. Oh yeah, so as a kid I used to play green, yellow, silver, gold, ruby, and sapphire. So I only know Pokemon till Gen 3, I want to say. So sorry if I don't know a lot of them. This is Enzora, Zorua, I think. Hans Clang, Reverse Hollow. Then we have Tropius, who I think is from Gen 3, but I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong, most likely. It's been a minute since I last played the game. So if you're asking a question like how come I haven't played anything recently, honestly, I don't know. I don't play that many games. I do have a Nintendo Switch. I do want to play more, but I end up watching a ton of YouTube videos. So yeah, yeah, Pangoro. Oh, this looks so cool though. I don't know, like the cards look really amazing. I didn't collect cards as a child because we just didn't have it back home in India. Again, we only had Tazos. Collected a lot of those. I was more of a coin and currency guy than Pokemon cards, just because it is not available we did have a lot of WWE, like those wrestling cards. I remember like collecting and playing with them a little bit, but it's been a minute. Back then, you can guess my age, almost when I tell you this. Like back then, when I was initially started hearing about WWE, they were called WWF. But then people got confused that with the World Wildlife Foundation, and hence they had to change the name from WWF to WWE. So went from World Wrestling Federation, I think, Worldwide Wrestling Federation or something, to World Wide Entertainment or something. So yeah, interesting times. Oh, I love Lombre, and I love Lotard, Lotad, and then I love the Ludicolo. There's this new artwork from Ludicolo, which again, really cool artwork. So I have all the three versions. So I have the well, not the 3-2, I guess. So I have the reverse and also the regular holo. Very cool guy. This is the only one I didn't sell because, not sell, I would say, didn't want to keep. So I gave up. This is the Alolan Muck. Again, very cool. Again, the concept is very interesting. I just realized it too, is that it's like the weakness is the type of Pokemon. The original form's weakness is their curve form. So yeah, interesting time. Fighting Spirit. There's Pearl. Wailord. And I'm out of packets. Give me 1 second. Let me find. Okay, so found some regular packets. Penny sleeves. I think that's fine. Again, I sold them for like really cheap, so yeah. I would say like really cheap. Again, I sold, I think, at a fair market, hence it sold really quickly. But yeah, Hop Silicobra. Silicobra, what are you doing, buddy? Cool. The Pupitar. And the PP up. Cool. So the initial plan was to put it in this guy and then put it in a package and send it. But I think it might be a little too much to go in here. Let's see. Okay, that's one. Maybe I'll just find another box or a package. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna try the Ziploc bags first. Let's see if 2 or 3 of them can hold it. It might be a little small. Let's see. Okay, not bad. It's going in. So if you notice that like the channel is a little bit of a, okay, I think that's good enough in this one. a bit of a random one, like where you have me talking about news, where you have me showing off some stuff that I'm building. I am doing that because the channel is just an outlet for me. I sometimes like to chat a lot, and sometimes there's not many people listening. So, and I know there's literally nobody listening to this, so it's totally fine. I just want to find a new outlet for me. So that's all. That's the only reason I'm doing all different kinds of stuff, because there's a lot going on in my head, and yeah, sometimes I just like to talk it out. So yeah, the plan is to build. Well, I'm working with my friend to do some, you know, eBay stuff. But also, I don't want it to be just that. I don't want it to be like, you know, just a Pokemon. How do I say? I hate the word reseller, but like trading card person like that. I want to do a little bit differently. I want to know about the business. Hence, like, you know, we're trying to, you know, sell cards, sell raw cards, sell graded cards, and then we're building some technology stuff. So I'll talk about that like a little later. I want to build free stuff for the community so that people enjoy it and also people find useful information. So one of the things that we are trying to build is kind of like a consolidated place where you can see like which English, not set, I know there's enough information about that, Bulbapedia is great, English card and its Japanese equivalent. So the best example I can think of, and this is what I tell people as well, is the Gengar VMAX 271 with the giant Gengar, like, you know, vacuuming everything in its face. Beautiful artwork, by the way. It's an amazing card, and I did hit it in a Fusion Strike pack. Oh, I have had, anyway, sorry, back to the story. So yeah, so it comes from the Fusion Strike pack set. But yeah, like a lot of people don't know that the Japanese version of the card is actually a promo and doesn't come actually from any set. So just want to share all this kind of information so that when people are searching for cards, they understand, like, you know, where and what, and don't just randomly buy the equivalent set. So for example, buying, yeah, it's not gonna fit in this. I'll find another bag later. Like, you know, just being an information hub for people, and also kind of understanding the price difference and stuff. Yeah, the Celadurge card, for example, is a lot easier to hit in Japanese and Korean than in English, from the Surging Sparks. And there's a massive price difference there. So kind of showing, like, you know, if you're really interested in the artwork and, like, you know, really interested in the card, it doesn't necessarily need to be English. So kind of showing you information about that. If you can, you know, purchase it at a lower price. Again, doesn't mean that everybody's interested in Japanese or anything. It's just more of like, hey, here you go. If you want the information, it's available. But anyway, this is not gonna fit in there. I will find a box later. I think that's good enough for today. Thanks a ton, and have a great day.